If you have been struggling to get clients on Instagram and you've been looking for these strategies to follow right now so that you can start monetizing your business, you are in the right place because I'm about to show you the 5 strategies that you need to be using right now to start getting clients on Instagram. Hi, my name is Ina Coveney. I'm a business coach and I specialize in monetizing tiny audiences. And you're listening to the Get Clients First podcast, where we talk all things how to get clients on social media even if you have a small audience. We have amazing interviews with the top coaches in the world, and I come here and I teach you how to monetize the audience that you already have before you even start, before you even think about growing your audience, because we got to do things in the right order if you're going to be growing your business. But before we get started, we need to get on the same page on something that is really important, and that is that there is a myth going around, but it's a myth that is very dangerous because it makes sense. It makes you think that this is the way that the world needs to be working, and the reality is much different. If you have ever heard people say that if you get more followers, you are going to be making more money, then you have fallen for the trap. That is what we're all made to believe, because there are people out there who have huge audiences and they are also very rich. They've also been able to monetize that entire audience. But the reality is that this is actually a small population, a small subset of the population have actually been able to do this. And those are the people that float to the top. But the reality is much different. There was an article on Business Insider about this influencer on TikTok who had 2 million followers, and she could not sell 36 t-shirts. This is a completely true story. True story. You can go and Google it right now, and it is insane, but it is not rare. In fact, the opposite appears to be true. I have grown my business to 6 figures, and my audience is still tiny. I have tried in every possible way, shape, or form to increase the size of my audience to see if this would be true. And the reality is that my income, my revenue is coming from sources that are more related to good marketing, good relationship building, good networking, and good old-fashioned client acquisition strategies rather than follower growth. So this is the point that you really need to ask yourself. What are your priorities? What do you actually want to do online? If you have been trying to grow your audience and you've been trying to do this for a really long time and you're still not getting anywhere with your business, you're still not getting clients, your revenue is still not hitting 6 figures, and you keep thinking to yourself that growing your followers is the ticket, I have news for you. And the sooner that you realize this, the faster you're going to get to those 6 figures in your business. And that is that growing your followers does not guarantee that you are going to get clients from them. In fact, I just had a reel go mega viral. It went to 20,000 views. This is like the first time this has happened in a couple of years. And I'm here to report back with the results. I got absolutely no additional followers from that viral video. Now, you may think to yourself, well, Ina, 20,000 is really not that viral. Really? With a 2,000 audience, 20,000 was not impressive? All right, I'll give it to you. A few years ago, I had a reel go to 100,000 views. Is that good enough for you? That reel got me, everybody together, 0 followers again. So you can continue to chase the wild goose chase, right? You can continue to go chase after that virality factor. But the reality is that if you want to grow your business, you have to start acting smart, especially on Instagram. And that's why we are here. I'm going to reveal to you 5 Instagram strategies that you need to be following if your goal is to get more clients. Are you ready? Let's get started. Everything begins with Taylor Swift. Of course it does, because everything in this life does. Strategy number 1 is to post to stories. And this is what I call the Taylor Swift window. Here's the deal, guys. If you have seen Taylor Swift's feed, you will see a lot of text, you will see some reels, you will see very highly curated, highly produced stuff that her team is putting together to get people to the movie theater, to go and watch her concert, right? This is what her marketing team is doing. But rarely do we get a view of Taylor herself speaking to you and telling you what is on her mind and what is going on and who is she hanging out with right now, right? That is the kind of content that goes into stories. Whenever Taylor Swift posts a personal story, it breaks the internet. It launches a whole bunch of journalists up into a frenzy to try to report what she said in those 10 seconds, because people are hungry for that immediate connection, for that immediate, let me see what this person really looks like, really sounds like, is really hanging out with right now. It's like having a little window into your life right at this minute. And trust me, people care. People want to know. They want to see you. They want to feel you. They want to see what you're having for lunch. That's the kind of stuff that people care about. They want to see you playing with your kids. They want to see you just taking a walk. They want to see what you are up to right now to see if you live up to all of your perfectly curated content. So if you're out there trying to get clients, you need to be on stories so that people can relate to you a lot faster. And don't forget to use those engagement stickers. Give people an opportunity to react in a really, really easy way. Let's go to strategy 2. Use the DMs. Use the DMs. So many people out there are complaining all day long that they don't know what to say, that they're too shy, that they don't want to come off as salesy, that they don't want to cold call people. These are your followers. When did it become okay for us to think of our followers as legal stalkers, right? People who can watch everything you're doing, but you're not allowed to talk to them. It's almost like having a stalker right here in the corner of my office, right? And they're watching and they're eating popcorn. They're watching everything that I'm doing and they're writing it down, but I'm not allowed to talk to them. I'm not allowed to disturb the stalker. No, that's not what the online world is like at all. It's actually more like people coming up to your door and ringing the doorbell. When somebody follows you, that's exactly what they're doing. They're saying, "Hi, I want to learn more about you." And that is a perfect in for you to go and say hello. You don't have to do it in a salesy way, meaning don't sell to them on the first DM. You can just simply say, "Hi, how did you find me?" Because I promise you, every single person who clicked on that follow button knew about you, even if for 3 seconds before they hit follow. They came through a reel, they came through a live, they came from your website, they came from somewhere. Ask them, "Hey, where did you come from? I'd love to know. I'd love to know more about what you're doing. Let me check out your stories. Let me check out your feed." Actually go and engage with them. Have you ever noticed that when you're in a DM conversation with somebody, as soon as you get back to your feed, Instagram feeds you their content right away? That's what happens when you DM with someone. In fact, Adam Mosseri, the leader of Instagram, came out to say that the algorithm actually relies heavily on your interactions with some influencers, not just their content, but through the DMs. So don't leave that out. And the more DMs you send, the more relationships you're going to make, and the higher will be the chances that you will be getting your next client. Now let's go to strategy 3. I forbid you to use a link tree in your link in bio. Now, hear me out, because I know this is going to be controversial. I know that you have an article that was written about you on Forbes and you want people to get the link to that. I know you have the link to your services on your website and the link to your podcast and the link to that freebie that you want people to have. There's so many things that you want people to do. This does not serve you. You may see big influencers with big link trees or maybe with 5 deep. It doesn't help you as a small audience entrepreneur. It's really important that your cold leads, especially, that they know what to do when they land on your profile. So you have to know the answer to that question. You gotta know the answer to, what do you want new people to do as soon as they run into you on Instagram? Do you want them to download your freebie, to set up a call? Do you want them to go to your website for some reason? Please don't send people to your website. Nobody cares. They're just going to get lost over there. You can send them to your services page if you would like them to find out more about it, but it has to be very specific. So once you figure out that answer, that is going to become your link in bio. No more link tree. Let's go to strategy 4. Become feed twinsies with your audience. This is something that is not talked about a lot, but it is totally true. If you are the kind of person that loves organization tips, that loves cat videos, that loves puppies being reunited with soldiers who were away from home, if you love all that stuff and your explore page looks like that, if every time you log into Instagram, that's the kind of content that is getting fed to you, the Instagram algorithm is not going to be able to make a relationship between your feed, your niche, and the kind of person that would like to watch what you have. So it's not just about the quality of your content, it's about the quality of what you yourself are consuming on the app. If your feed looks like this, makeup tutorials, Ariana Grande, celebrity news, Taylor Swift, the algorithm is going to have no idea who you relate to, who your content cousins are, who they should be relating your content to so that they can serve it to more people who like that other kind of content. It's actually a lot more important and a lot more effective for you if you are consuming the kind of content that you expect your ideal client to be consuming. And I know this is not necessarily the easiest thing to do. In fact, I have had to create a completely separate account, sort of like a Finsta, a fake Instagram account, just to be able to browse all of my celebrity news, because my feed did not look like the kind of feed that my ideal client would be looking at. I needed my content to be completely enmeshed and related to other people in my industry. And that way, Instagram knew that there was no shadow of a doubt that my content belonged in the same feed as all those other amazing marketing gurus that you are following right now. Finally, we made it. Let's get to strategy 5. It's all about the funnel, baby. You need to know how you're going to be guiding a cold lead through getting warmer and warmer, and then hot and scorching hot and ready to purchase your programs. And this can't be done by chance. That's why we decided to streamline our link tree. That's why we're not just going to give people many doors to walk through. We need to guide them down a really narrow path, down all the way to buying your offers. Your funnel, if you need a quick definition of what a funnel is, your funnel is the particular set of steps that you have laid out like breadcrumbs on a path to get someone from not knowing who you are to finally getting to know you, understanding what you do, and realizing that they need you and your services in their life. A funnel could look like this. First, when people come to your feed, they will take a look at the profile, they will take a look at the content and start liking and commenting. Then you will have a call to action. Did you know that I have a freebie for you? Come and check it out. Once they sign up for the freebie, you will have more content, you will have more ideas, you will have more realizations and mind-blown moments for them to realize that they needed to find you and work with you all along. If you have any questions about any of these strategies, you can just comment below if you're on YouTube, or if you're listening on the podcast, just take a screenshot of this episode, post it to stories, tell people what an amazing episode this was, tag me on it at Ina Coveney, but you have to spell Coveney right. It ends in EY. Make sure to tag me, and when I see it, I'll be able to say hi. You can ask me any questions you have, and we can start a conversation on the DMs. We can start using these strategies right now of getting you comfortable talking to people that you've never talked to before. And just remember, It is not about the follower count. If you want to grow your business, it's really time to start getting clients, even if your audience is small. So make sure you're subscribed to the Get Clients First podcast or to the YouTube channel for more ideas and for more strategies for you to follow. And if you would like to dive deeper into the subject of getting clients with a small audience with us, we always have live trainings going on. All you have to do is go to getclientsfirstpodcast.com/masterclass, and it will take you straight to our latest training. Thank you so much for being here. I love doing this podcast. I love teaching you all the things to grow your business. I hope we will connect on Instagram, and I will see you on the next one.